Different levels, I cannot relate. You never win if you playing it safe. It's all a game until you get played.
I guess it's a theme tonight. You know, it's just the shuck and jive, right? And right now, the Democratic Party is hemorrhaging at the core. They are hemorrhaging. They really don't have an identity. They really don't have like a true voice. There's a lot of deception going on. There's a lot of backstabbing going on. There's a lot of split party ideology going on. They're just in a complete disarray. And they're in this disarray because President Trump is the president. This is why. Because President Trump, to his credit, is doing exactly what he told his voters he was going to do. He is tackling these problems head on, and they're slashing waste with Doge. People are mad at Doge, and the Democrats look like they are just some whiny little kids right now, and they don't have a true voice. We don't hear too much from Hakeem Jeffries, even though he's supposed to be the speaker, you know, the minority leader for the Democratic Party. He's not really talking. I mean, he's making some cameos. He's not too vocal. You've seen Cory Booker kind of say some things online. He's been kind of missing in action for the last couple of years. Kamala Harris has been, you know, off the grid, and rightfully so. I mean, she just lost the election, so rightfully so. She's not in office, so she's taking some time off. I mean, that's pretty much what most of them do. I mean, Hillary Clinton kind of went into a cave when she lost the first time to Trump, so it's only right that Kamala does the same thing. But Jasmine Crockett has become the kind of the new face of the Democratic Party in a sense, because she's the only one that's really vocal and out front saying things and doing things. Now, I, for one, don't like all the stereotypical stuff that they say that we do. You get what I'm saying? And I kind of want people to be kind of dignified. Maybe it's just me, because I don't think that we have to do that crap. I don't think that we have to be doing all the head rolls and all the snapping of the fingers. I don't think we have to do all that. To me, that's an act in the show, and I don't think that we have to do that. We can we can dead the conversations. We can do every single thing and do it in a way without looking like fools. Because, I mean, right now, that's what's going on with Jasmine Crockett. She's out front saying a bunch of stuff, and she's kind of like the left's version of Marjorie Taylor Greene, just a black woman. This week, she was at a convention speaking, at a human rights convention. And she made some comments about the governor of Texas. And she's getting a lot of backlash for it. Now, we about to hear this. I'm pretty sure you already heard it. But for those of you all who haven't, let's take a listen.
Tonight, Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett attempting damage control over comments she made about Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
In a social media firestorm, Crockett accused of mocking Abbott's use of a wheelchair during a speech at a human rights campaign event. House Speaker Mike Johnson blasting that remark as, quote, shameful and outrageous.
Is another day and another disaster by the Democrats.
The Texas governor, who was paralyzed more than 40 years ago when a tree fell on him during a run, responding on Fox News last night.
The reality is they have no vision, no policy. They have nothing to sell but hate.
President Trump also weighing in on a conservative online talk show.
She's a lowlife, and she's a very low IQ person and a lowlife.
In a lengthy post on X, Crockett now saying she wasn't thinking about the governor's disability, but rather, quote, the planes, trains, and automobiles he used to transfer migrants into communities led by black mayors. In her statement, Crockett also calling out what she believes is hypocrisy from those who support President Trump, despite his use of disparaging nicknames. And this moment,
okay, you got to see this guy. I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
When he mocked a reporter with a disability while on the campaign trail back in 2015. But the criticism for Crockett, not just from Republicans.
And that's the thing. She's not just getting criticized from Republicans on this. This was something that other people, even people on the left, had something to say about it. So let's take a listen.
Former Obama advisor Van Jones saying he's not sold on her explanation.
You have to be very careful when you're talking about people with disabilities. And I don't think she was careful. And I don't know her enough to say she's not being honest. I'm going to tell you, it sounded bad.
It's not the first time Crockett's been involved in a public dispute with a Republican official. Last May, she got into a tense personal exchange with Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene during a House committee hearing.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen, if someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
The liberal.
That was funny though. I ain't gonna lie. That she actually did. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene started out when she started talking about the eyelashes being on top. So that was a great comeback.
Firebrand now finding herself in the middle of controversy once again.
And with that, Ryan Nobles joins us tonight from Capitol Hill. So, Ryan, I understand one of Crockett's fellow House members is now making an official motion against her for these comments?
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Congressman Randy Weber, who hails from Texas, which is, of course, where Governor Greg Abbott is from, has filed a resolution to censure Crockett. Now, at this point, it's not clear whether or not that will actually come to the floor, I should say, for a full vote. But Weber does have the option of making it a privileged resolution, which would force the entire House to vote on it. At this stage, the Speaker of the House has not weighed in specifically on the censure motion, but he has been critical of the way that Crockett handled herself and the comments that she made about Greg Abbott.
Okay. Now, first of all, I think that Jasmine is doing a little too much. I think she's doing a little too much. Right now, she's the face of the party. And when you are out front like that, she has to kind of realize that people are going to, like, she's going to think of a lot of backlash anyway because she's a leftist, so they're going to eat her alive anyway. But mocking somebody that's in a wheelchair, calling them Governor Hot Wheels, and then trying to spin it and try to make it about race and, like, black people, like, no, don't just make stuff up about black folks because you got caught and try to hide behind the race. And no, not in this situation. That was completely out of line. Instead of taking the high road and being like, yo, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. And I get it because Republicans, they do the exact same thing. Trump was out here mocking the disabled guy, doing all that crazy stuff. He got vilified for it. He never apologized for it either. I get that. But it is certain things that I just think that it just brings bad karma. And mocking the disabled, regardless of whether you like them or not, mocking somebody that is, has a physical disability or a like mental or something like that, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. Now, attack the policies. If you don't like the policies, the policies are not off the table. If it's horrible legislation, it is hurting people, it's hurting communities, it's enriching, billionaires, then yes. If it's wasteful spending, then yes. Attack that stuff. but don't attack the person, their physical limitations, because Governor Hot Wheels, that was a bad look. And she's out front. And for some reason, the Democrats got her out front. But the last time we had a black woman out front like this, doing things, saying things, with Cori Bush. And the party decided to primary her with, I would say, like a puppet. And everybody voted for the guy. And now Cori Bush is no longer in Congress. Jasmine Crockett, she continues down this path of not knowing when to not put on a show. She's going to find herself, a 2-term congresswoman and back doing whatever it was that she was doing before she went into office. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. She's going to find herself back in doing whatever it is that she was doing. Now, Democrats love to let black women crash and burn. They'll put you out front, and then they'll turn right around and go do something completely different. And I don't understand why black women continue to follow these liberals around and allow them to just crash out in real time and destroy their lives. And then when things don't go your way, they completely destroy you in the media. We have seen it countless times when the media has turned on black women and just vilified them. All it takes is for people to start chattering. And this was not in good taste at all. Hopefully she learns from this, because she don't have to do this. I don't understand why she's putting on this, sister girl routine. That's not really how she talks. That's not how she was raised. I mean, you don't have to put on the act, sis. Just be who you are. Just be authentic. Can we get that? We don't have to get the show. We don't have to get all all that rah-rah stuff. Especially if it's not authentic. And even if it is, why? So you can get some kudos, get some brownie points, get some donations maybe, get another re-election, I guess. I just think it's classless and it don't get anything done. I mean, it's not like she's actually introduced the legislation up there. She's been there 2 years, hasn't introduced one single bill. The only thing that she has done is getting a building named after somebody. Like, I think a VA hospital. That was it. Other than that, nothing meaningful. Like, actually do something for the people. If you say you're going to do something for the people, you fighting like you say you fighting. Instead of just sitting up there doing sound bites and, soliloquies, how about actually put pen to pad and get something done? Do that. Do what the people in your district elected you to go do. And stop being a court jester.